Hey there, folks. This next secret will really help you to move beyond your struggle. When you function from love, the love that is pure and whole and complete, the love of your being, the love of your soul and spirit, the love of your essence, when you can bring that love into what you do, when you can love the project, when you can love the work that you do, when you can love whatever task you have at hand or the new idea that you're wanting to launch and to create. Love is a generating energy that creates positive changes. And it's important here to make sure that you define and understand and lift love. Not to say, yeah, I know what love is. Yeah, my parents taught me what love is. Well, they probably had love for you for sure. But we need to deepen that love and we need to expand that love into a new and more rich and powerful state of being loving, giving love, receiving love, and being loved. And to understand and maybe even redefine what love means to you. And there's many ways of doing that. And I encourage you to not only explore and to redefine what does love mean to you. And one of the things I want to suggest is that love always begins with caring. To care for something. It's really hard to love something or someone that you just don't care about, right? You got to have some sense of caring. So caring is often the foundation of what love is. And I like to define words, and I'm going to share with you my definition of what caring is. And you can take this and use it, or you can maybe use it as a catalyst to define what caring means to you. But to me, caring involves two steps. It involves first, the very first step to any act of caring, whether you're caring for yourself, whether you're caring for a plant, whether you're caring for an animal, whether you're caring for another human being, whether you're caring for a project. It always involves two steps. The first step is to pay attention to the needs of someone or something, to pay attention to their needs. And then the second step is to give to them in order to meet those needs by producing greater security, by producing greater pleasure as an act of caring. Now, a good example would be when you come home from work tonight, let's say, and you're heading into the house and your cat is circling your feet, right? Your cat is circling your feet. And it's obviously wanting your attention. And as you pay attention to the cat and you give it what it needs, perhaps it needs just to be pet, just to be loved, just some attention may be an act of caring. Or maybe it needs to be fed. You come home and you notice the philodendron plant, the leaves are drooping. You pay attention. And what do? You give water for it to continue to feel greater security, to feel greater pleasure, to continue to grow and to evolve. That's what an act of caring is. And when you're in a loving relationship, and perhaps it's not the best relationship, perhaps it's dysfunctional, and that person says, well, yes, I just told you that for your own good because I care for you, and they shredded your self-esteem and made you feel this big, you can say, time out. You said you care for me by doing this? How do you define caring? Because most people never stop to define these most important words that we live our lives by. And it's so important. And what I do with all of my solutions classes is I try to explain and to define words that often we think we already know. And so think about, how can I care for myself? How can I give to myself in such a way that I can produce a greater sense of security and a greater sense of pleasure? Because that's how you also care for yourself. When you pay attention to your needs for security, your needs for pleasure. And perhaps what will make you feel more secure tonight in an act of caring would be when some of your friends want to invite you out to go do something and you're really exhausted and you're really tired and you were planning on just going home and taking a hot bath and relaxing, that you would say, no, I'm not going to do that. I have plans tonight. I'm going to care for myself. I'm going to meet my needs for greater security and pleasure by taking some time out tonight to just be with myself. Can be an act of caring. So I hope that gives you some ideas that can produce very positive change in your life. And the more you're conscious of it, the more you're aware of it, you can go out and you can generate greater happiness with its joy. You can generate a gratitude with its appreciation. You can generate knowing your value and feeling your value and bringing your value into your world rather than trying to get value from the world. You can function out of greater love by owning the fact that love always begins by caring. And then as you can care for yourself, you can be in a place open to be more loving in all of your life. Love also has many other facets to it. But for this mini course, caring is what initiates and sparks the love of who you are, and it starts to create the chain reaction of being a more loving person to yourself and to others and to the world at large. So I hope this has been valuable for you, and I can't wait to share with you the next powerful secret.